through,
He
cause I
was
was
coming
just
down
gonna
when
go
the
to work
girls
at
played.
7:15.
Uh-huh.
He's
I was gonna
coaching.
have
Oh,
Mitchell.
yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah,
I
he
thought,
might not
"Heck,
be-
I'm here and they're
Oh.
giving them out, so
my dress
I got
costumes.
mine
Yeah.
early.
Oh,
Yeah, you
wow.
might
So
not.
I seen the
7:30.
forklift was still unloading when I went by.
Really?
The lineup of cars there.
It was,
But I
did
got
you
mine
just
in
get,
Pine River. They had them.
oh, you got yours in Pine River?
Yeah,
I
they
got
brought
mine
a
in
tr-
Bacchus.
They brought a trailer down from.
Oh, okay, yeah, ours were at the former liquor locker.
Yep. So I don't know if they loaded up a bunch up there and then brought them down to the Pine
I
River.
bet they did.
So they had two
Yeah.
locations.
It was kind of a mess there because of that work they're doing on the road.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Putting a, probably a bypass lane and then to turn off into the new Tesla charging station they're building.
Oh,
No,
I did
they're
not
not.
know
No,
that.
no.
Tesla
You
charger.
gotta, don't listen to him.
No,
You gotta-
the Quick Trip? The quick,
It's a quick trip, that's
Right.
right.
Oh, no.
That's by the Long Pine.
it's Garage Max. They're putting storage.
And what
sheds
is
in it.
Garage Man? Just
A
more
bunch
storage?
of garages like you buy them.
Is this in Bacchus?
And sometimes
Yes.
they do have living quarters on top of
Okay.
once in a while. I don't know if them.
I know Kendall had the blueprint thing of what was handed out to all the neighbors around
Oh, so
that
you
area.
got the real. You got
Yeah.
the really look.
You gotta be there
Now
pretty
they're
early in the
gonna-
morning
they're gonna
drinking
sell 'em?
coffee.
Yeah, you,
That's usually what they do.
and then you have to.
They do?
You have
Like
to cut
kinda
it
garage
about 50% to start with.
Well,
Mhm.
no, it's mostly storage sheds, but I think. you
Well, he
probably-
makes, he goes from there,
I don't know. if
has
they put
about a
any
pot of
sewage
coffee, then
stuff
goes
in
to
there,
the
so I
cottage.
think they're gonna do living quarters, 'cause
Gets
they're
a spot
just
in there.
little
So is that gonna help our
parcels,
charging
just like a
station
tenth
then
of an
if
acre,
the
you know.
corner store's got a charging station?
It's garage.
There ain't no
I don't
charging
know who
station
actually-
going my way.
it is this doing,
Interesting.
but, Yeah. They used to start all kinds of rumors up there. We'd have to talk to the corner store. The other thing is just.
You said you were just gonna talk.
Kind of went along with the stories with the quick trip.
Yeah, where the quick
Something
trip.
right on the-
I wondered about that for a long time when I go by there.
There's that little tiny sign, coming soon, quick trip, and everybody thought that was real.
That was funny.
They have more stuff gets started there that is not right.
We start the stories just to see how, when
Just
they
to
come
see how
full
far it'll
circle.
go.
Funny. Did you guys get one? They got one?
No French wants anymore for the.
Does she?
Was the 21st the work session or the 28th? 21st. I believe. Double check.
That's 21st.
Today is the 4th.
It'll be on my best behavior. My wife got home from her long trip today.
Where was
She
she?
took a couple weeks. She wanted to do 21 states in northeast, so Wisconsin, Michigan, up into Canada, down to Niagara Falls, New York, Maine, Massachusetts, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio,
By herself?
Rhode Island, Delaware, her sister. So her older sister, last summer they lost a sister in the middle, and we'd all went to Montana last year.
Go ahead and call the meeting to order.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the August regular board meeting. This is the time for yellow cards. I don't have any yellow cards today. Interaction with the board. We're just gonna approve the agenda and approve the minutes, but we're gonna do a little flip flop. We're gonna let Chris and those guys go first so they can get out of here and go to their
Sports meeting.
sports meeting. So, with that being said, can I get a motion and a second to approve the agenda?
So,
Motion by Roger,
Second.
second by Leslie. Discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion carries. approve the minutes for the July 7th regular board meeting.
So moved.
Motion by Nikki,
Second.
second by Carrie. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Chris?
Yeah, I'll be pretty brief. We're just going to give you a couple of our new staff. Our new orientation, staff orientation is on the 20th. And some of these people were hired a while ago, so you'll get to see their faces again. But we have Miss Megan Ostendorf as our high school counselor. I'm going to be meeting with her tomorrow, because we already do get some questions that are coming in from our community. And so she's going to be in here working with Kevin also on some stuff. And then Miss Katie Silverberg is a special education teacher. It'll be at the high school. Those are the only two that I have, which is kind of nice because we'll wrap our arms around them and bring them in. And then I was in on, are you going to introduce Kyle?
Yeah,
Tonight?
yep.
Yeah, all right, I'll let you do that. But yeah, then we have a fall sports meeting tonight. Mr. Crocker, who you're going to meet here in a second, will he and I will tackle that together. He's very prepared, as best as you can be on your second day on the job or whatever it is. And so we'll pull that together. I'm looking forward to that. We do have the back to school summit at Breezy Point on the 6th and 7th, which is our team again planning to start the year. So that's one. Fall sports kicking off on the 11th. Open house, 12 to 7 on the 27th, Wednesday. So I want the public to know that. We want everybody to come and meet teachers and get a great start back to school. So anything else? I know that's very brief, but that's kind of what happens in August or July. Right.
Anything for Chris? Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
You want to introduce the...
Yeah, I'd like to introduce you to our new activities director, Kyle Crocker. We're very excited to have Kyle on board. Things went very, very quick from the time that we had received Mr. Tungsted's resignation, and we put the posting out. We got received 15 applicants. The team and I interviewed 6 candidates, and Kyle was clearly our guy, and wanted to get him on board, so quickly called him up, offered him the job. He made the mistake by accepting before he asked his wife, and so then he said, "Can I let you know tomorrow?" And I was glad to hear his response didn't change at all from that. So yeah, Kyle started out right away Thursday, and then all of a sudden we're kicking him off right away to the all sports meeting. So we are pleased to have Kyle Crocker.
Welcome.
Welcome. Do we want to hear from the elementary school since we're going in with principals right
Yes,
now?
because he has to go down to the sports meeting as
Oh, all right.
So-
As a parent. Yeah, kind of the same. Chris covered a lot of the dates. Just a couple things different on our end. Summer schools started and they were here today, so I saw a few kids in the hallway and got to say hi to some of them. We have 34 kids enrolled this year, which I know is down a little bit from what last year's numbers were. Kinder camp is scheduled for the 19th through the 22nd. Just half days. Our current enrollment, if I added correctly, is 56 for this next year. Our total enrollment for this year, again, if I added correctly, is 431. Based off of my notes that Rick left last year at this time, we were at 403, so we're up a little bit. Again, back to school is the 27th. We've got 2 new staff also. Both have been hired for quite a while now too. So I've been in communication with them some. So we've got Sadie Jordan joining us in 1st grade, and Katie Palmer will be joining us in 3rd. I'm looking forward to the summit this week. My whole leadership team is going to be there, so that'll be nice. So we can do some communicating and do some work. I think that's it for me right now. Just working on finalizing a few things, still getting to know some people and work through things as we get rolling. So.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys
These are
are
good sports
You
meetings.
guys are free to go.
Yeah.
Not you, Rachel. You're next.
Yeah, Rachel, you're up. Rachel, you can go next. Yeah, we got a sheet.
You might need to sit in front of the mic.
Yes, getting ready for everybody to come back. Super excited with that. August 20th is our, I'm gonna call it a new staff orientation, because it's not just our new teachers. We're gonna start that at 8:30 in the morning, so if any of you wanna drop by and say hi, feel free to do that. It's not on this, that's just a random thought with Rachel. So feel free to stop if you wanna say hi. We're gonna be right here in the media center with our new staff, doing some introductions and welcomes and getting them adjusted to PRB way of life. And then getting ready for all of our teachers to come back that first week. We have a full week for them, and again, I'm really excited for that. As far as my other updates, there's not a lot new since June, since I haven't been here. But we do have things happening. Our American Indian Ed had approved ordering a bunch of books that go along with our ELA curriculum. Those are in and have been coming in. Thank you so very much to Cindy for checking them all in, because there are a lot of them. I did not count. I don't want to count, because they are now getting stamped and inventoried, making sure they're put in the right grade level, and then I will be sharing those with teachers during workshop week. I'm excited about that. For EDSIS, our budget and our work plan was accepted, so we are good to go with that for the next year. HRS, we are gonna be coming to you again to say, hey, will you please approve that we go out of state for travel? That way we can go in January again to that summit in San Antonio. Look for that next month. And all of our, not all, majority of our assessment scores for MCA, for access testing, which is our ELL testing, have been released, but they are still embargoed. So we can't talk about those in public yet. We will be able to do that as of August 22nd, except for science, because we do not even have those yet, since it was a new test for last year, for this last spring. We won't have those until October, so we will share those then. ELA committee will be meeting on the 20th of August as well, looking at narrowing down their choices so that we can get some curriculum reps in here to say, here you go, now you can pilot these and see what you think. And then I will also be meeting with social studies and math this year to continue that work in those curricular areas as well. And for REDACT, I will be training all of our paraprofessionals in what they need to know for that REDACT training as per state guidelines. We will also be doing fast bridge screening, K-12, and CAPTI basics is what the state has said we need to use in grades 4 through 12 to determine characteristics of dyslexia for kids who do not pass that screening as reading at grade level. More to come on that, because we don't have clear guidelines on that yet either. So as soon as I know, you'll know. And then our first cohort meeting for career pathways is coming up on the 19th.
Any questions?
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Joel?
You got an upgrade here at the table, huh? We don't have to like,
Balance
you
your
know.
computers.
Right.
Well, hi, everyone. My update will be really fast. So the last time that we met, we were about ready to do interviews for our community ed coordinator, and as you probably saw the email that I sent out, and maybe heard in other ways too, we did hire someone. Camille Heyman is our new community ed coordinator, and she is jumping right in. So we're super glad to have her and have her just, you know, keep doing the really great stuff that Emily was doing. So, so this summer has been, this is the doom and gloom of my talk, right? It's been a little tough running classes. I think twofold. One is that the community is not really used to classes running in the summer for the last couple of years, other than just like T-ball and things like that. And the other is, I think, the timing of when our last newsletter came out. And so Camille and I have already started discussions on what that can look like and timelines and things like that. And so I think we have a pretty nice plan in place moving forward. Just real quickly, we have been running our like Touch a Truck classes, and so those are fun for our little kiddos and families. We ran with Charity at the bus garage, and we've been at Waste Partners and the fire department, and we have one more coming up on the 15th. Nope, on the 6th, sorry, that's soon. And that's the dump truck one. And so we have been able to run those classes this summer. They're just free, fun events for the kids, and get to learn a little bit about trucks. Some adult classes that we have coming up in the month of August. We have History of Pine River. We have a women's self-defense class. We have a glass bottle cutting, and that's with Travis. And then we have our tabletop fire pot class, which is this cute little like Bernie thing that you can put right there. So excited to have those classes. And we also have a youth self-defense class coming up on the youth side of it. So those classes are happening. The self-defense ones are happening at Eagleview Elementary. It's a partnership class with Pequot, and just some good stuff. I've known the instructor for a really long time. So that's what I have. Any questions, thoughts?
So then Camille, is she gonna take on that, Tiger Talk, program then?
Yeah, she is. Good question, Roger. Yeah, she is hired full-time, and so part of her job will be getting that up and rolling.
Okay.
And as soon as we can, we're gonna open up.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, great.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cindy?
Well, audit week has come and gone, thankfully. It was last week, and they only spent 2 days on site. They were here Tuesday and Wednesday, but worked remotely the other 2 days. And personally, for me, one of the off-site days was the hardest. They hit me hard all day long. But everything has been turning out well. I don't think we've scheduled the follow-up enough to present everything, but only 2 findings. The one that we get every year, the separation of duties, which we're so small, we're going to get that every year regardless, and then just one other minor thing that they found, so, yeah.
Fantastic.
Well done. Thank you.
And when they come,
Thank you.
I feel old because boy, they look like they should be in high school. I'm sorry. Either that or I'm just getting too old.
On day
Or
one, there
both.
must have been 8 of them,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that conference room was
Wow.
Cool.
so, only 2 days, but it is hard.
Charity?
Okay. So summertime, it's our time, we get buses, maintenance, and ready for the school year. I need to thank Tom. We are flooring in the big garage due to salt. It was pitting, it's eating away, so I found some sealer with his help, and Tom's been putting the sealer down. And I'm hoping it's gonna work. We'll see how this sealer works. Leaves a nice glossy shine, but it's not slippery. So it's supposed to be salt preventative. We shall see. Summer school started. We started transporting our friends this morning. We started today. I've got 4 routes running and bringing them to school. I need to talk to Josh because I have a different date for kinder camp, so I'm kind of panicking. So we will see. So I'm working on getting those routes set up. Buses are ready. I believe they're ready to run. I'm working on setting up our routes, updating the routes. Our bus rodeo is next Tuesday from 8 to 11-ish. So if you guys want to see what the bus rodeo is about, come on out. We set up courses never the same. Focus on what we need to work on, whether it be backing up, cornering. You know, we got that wonderful tail swing, a lot of junk in our trunks. And whatever else our drivers need help with. So it's just, we set it up in the 2 parking lots. I did invite Pequot to come down and join us, cause you know, we work with Pequot a lot. I talked with Randy and I'm like, hey, come on down, bring you guys down, let's have some fun with this. So we'll see who our new rodeo champ is this year. What else have I got in my old eyes? So then we'll set that up, the course, we'll set it up Monday. I did lose 2 drivers, as you know, but unfortunately, people have heard how wonderful it is to work at PRB. So I got 2 new drivers right away, knock on wood. I'm very fortunate. I'm really excited to get these guys in. They have experience, they've driven bus down in the metro area. So I'm super stoked. Other than that, I don't think I have a whole lot more to report. Anything from you guys?
Does that put you at full staff then for drivers? Or?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's awesome.
So I guess I don't lose anymore. So I'm gonna put Roger in a school bus.
I was gonna say, Roger should know better than to ask that question.
Yeah,
Roger, don't jinx me, dude. This is my first summer
Yeah,
where I
yeah.
went, oh. I mean, I'm not stressed. John's not stressed. I've already stressed him out with the caterpillars.
Thank you, Trudy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Jim?
I know I didn't submit a report. I ain't got that schedule yet after a year. So I'll just have to give it. I know it's. Where are we at? About a week ago, the gym floors have been refinished. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at them, but I think they look really nice. They look like glass. We're with a different company this year. A company that I've used for 20 years. It's the same coating that they use at the college Final Four. We use that same company. A little bit more money, but we may be able to get by. We'll see how it looks next spring. But it should be about 85% the way it looks today. It's just a hard epoxy surface. So if we do a good clean program, the floor will look just as good next fall and may be able to pass on finishing. Still got the elementary to scrub up and finish yet. Summer school's going on now, but we'll get that done before school. Flooring for the classrooms, flooring showed up today. They should be here tomorrow afternoon to start getting going. That's classroom 1244 and Kramer's room down here. I don't remember. But we're going with tile instead of carpet, which is good. I think most of you have been down the Great Hall since it's been floor finished. It looks good today. It'll look terrible by Christmas. But a few more pieces of tile are missing, but we got it covered. It looks nice. We had some good weather. Had a garage sale for the first time in a few years, I guess. Sold some good stuff. Made a ton of money. Enough to pay for the dumpster to maybe get rid of some other stuff. But I don't know, did I talk about the last board meeting about fertilizing and aerating football fields this year? Okay, that we did that a few weeks ago. It's really coming in nice and thick. Looks good. Last week I pressure washed the community ed building. That really turned out really nice. It was pretty dirty, honestly. We still need to do the backside of ALP because that's got the same coating on it. Cabinets, tables, chairs, all stuff for the classroom. Some are ahead of schedule, some are behind the schedule. Mr. Clark's getting a little nervous. We'll get there.
No, he's a lot nervous.
We'll get there. I got it. Book room cabinets are coming. And then finally, we're just starting discussions, and I don't know if it'll change or not, but we've had some discussions with different people, Joel, John. Haven't had this conversation with Kyle yet. Maybe we did today, Nick, a little bit. Just talking about calendars. We've got so many calendars out there for people to read. We got activities, we got facilities, we got schools and everything else. And it may not change, but I'm just saying, we're having a discussion this week about it. How can we bring it together so we're a little more efficient, like with working with community ed, and what we gotta set up and what we don't set up, and sports, to make sure we get them on the schedule, or we don't miss things. And again, it may not change, it may come together, but I just wanna mention that we're gonna be looking at trying to make things a little more efficient, that we can grasp things. And then the last thing I got to say is, something in the first time in 21 years that I worked, I've never had a luncheon like I did on Friday by a board member, and I really appreciate that. I'm really surprised by that. It's been with me since Friday. So, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Brought up Subway?
What's that?
Brought up Subway?
Yeah. I didn't know if I should make it vocal or not. I think it went public by accident. But, again, first time in 20 years in this business, and I love the hometown hospitality. Any questions?
Thanks, Jim.
We'll be ready for school.
All right, thanks,
Have
Jim.
to
Thank
be
you.
ready. I don't think Mr. Clark wants to call Governor Walls for a redo on the first.
You wanna do your report before I do your superintendent evaluation, or you wanna do the superintendent evaluation and then the superintendent report?
Hey, I can do the report. I will try to be brief. With that, a lot of the things that I had on my report was already discussed. We're heading off on Wednesday and Thursday to Breezy Point for the Sourcewell HRS Summit. Kind of always look forward to that because they bring in some amazing speakers that if we didn't go to that, the only way you'd see them is if you went down to the San Antonio big conference. So we're very lucky for that Sourcewell has that pulling power to get some of those amazing speakers up here, and as local as Breezy Point, you can't go wrong with that. And then we had talked about Camille being hired for community education and Kyle with the activities director. And like I said, it is so nice to have openings where we're pulling in some really qualified candidates. We've seen that in our teacher hires that Mr. Langseth and Mr. Helverson talked about, but also within our activities director and community ed coordinator. We're really getting some great applicants coming to Pine River Bacchus. Quick negotiations update with Local 284. We just had our last session on July 21st, and at the conclusion of that, we just felt like it would be best to file for mediation for that, and so that paperwork has been submitted to the Bureau, just so we can get things going and get some things done, accomplished. I mean, that is kind of, I think, this goal of both sides is to get it done quickly and efficiently. On this Saturday, it is the Bacchus Corn Fest. Just a reminder, parade starts at 2 o'clock. Lineup is at 12:30. So if for some reason you get up Saturday and you decide, you know what, you'd really like to go for a walk around downtown Bacchus, come join us and be able to hand some things out to those people, kind of giving us the Pine River Bacchus Tiger Pride. An update for our August work session. We had talked about that being dedicated to policy. I'm going to share these notes with you because we'll be bringing forward 20 policies on that day. All of them are they'll require just one reading, one check, because they are either technical updates on 5 of them, and the rest of them are with Minnesota legislature updates, which statute overrides our policy anyway, so it's just kind of making sure that they match. But I'll share this with you just if you want to take a look at them ahead of time, so when we talk about the changes that day, you feel informed with that. I also had talked about that I would gather some information on strategic plan outfits that would come in and help us do an updated strategic plan. Prices are coming in a little high on some, but I will share them. Partner Ed, their proposal and coming in, doing absolutely everything was just a little bit over $18,000. MSBA, I meet with their person tomorrow at 1 o'clock for a phone conference to get the pricing and the needs for MSBA. But then with Big River, who we went with last time, their pricing to do the whole thing is $10,220 for that. Another thing that we might want to look at is in having a conversation with Sourcewell. I talked to them to see if they've ever thought about going in the direction of doing strategic planning. They haven't looked at it to where they have a setup to do that, but they said they have trained meeting facilitators that if we wanted to set some goals with them in the intent of separate meetings, they would be willing to facilitate those meetings, and then we pull the data together and operate that part ourselves. So it would not be myself or Cindy or Jolene or somebody that would be facilitating. They would facilitate the discussions for us so that we can participate in it like we would with any other group, and then just pull that together so they would be able to do those forums. So possible cost-effective way if we want to take a look at pursuing that a little bit further. And then lastly, just August 25th is our first all-staff meeting when everybody comes back. And that morning we will have our breakfast as we usually do, where we kind of introduce new staff, give out some service pins. And then this year we do have the CEO, Chad Cowell, doing kind of a keynote. He is the CEO of Sourcewell, so it's kind of exciting just to kind of, he's going to give us a spin on how Sourcewell became the Sourcewell that we know today, because it was several names, had several different missions, but where it has come to basically a national powerhouse in the area of acquisitions and training for education. So please try to be there for that.
Time you want us here for that? 8?
8 o'clock. Yep. I'll have pancakes ready by 7:45. That's it.
That's it? All right. Any questions for John?
Dave, you got a question?
No, I just laughing at 7:45 the pancakes, and then Roger, his eyes lit up. He was ready to roll. No, I'm just kidding.
So we met with, we closed the meeting and had an evaluation halfway through the year with John. The overall consensus of the board is we're pleased in the direction that John has given us, the direction of, everything that we asked toward his goals. We looked at some of the goals for the board and some of the goals for John and fine-tuned them a little bit, and we all felt comfortable and satisfied that we're headed in the right direction, and then extremely happy with Jonathan's performance the first 6 months out of the year. So happy to report that from the board.
Just for 6 months?
Yep. You're halfway through the year. You're only halfway through the year, John.
Don't push it.
Halfway through the year.
Don't rest on your laurels.
But
yet.
you weren't invited for something. Moving on to the consent calendar, motion and a second. Lots of things on there today. Motion and a second for the consent calendar.
So move.
Motion by Dave,
Second.
second by Roger. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carried. And I am super excited for the next one. We're gonna approve the master agreement that we agreed to with Pine River Bacchus Education, Minnesota. Again, thank you for all the hard work. Really impressed with the open forum and negotiations for the contract. again, I could go on for hours about it, but, great job, and, so I'm looking for a motion and a second for that.
So moved.
Motion by Ryan,
I'll second.
second by Nikki, discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion carries. This is time for, open forum, non-agenda items. Everybody already spoke, so I better think we're good. With no other meeting before, or no other business before the board, meeting's adjourned.
That was quick.
That's quick.
What day was that chamber meeting, do you remember? I can-
What day was that?
Yeah,
27th, you're talking about the open house?
no, the one I went, he and I went to the bowling alley.
The 15th. Yeah, there'll be another one on the 9th, and I believe that one will be a fights.
You don't.
Yes, thank you.
Fights are good.
Okay.
Do you want me to speak at this one instead of I'm just with that?
No, I'll make sure it gets plugged in so it's not dead.
No, I mean, I could bring up a few things too, but I, yeah.
No.
How's Reese doing?
All done here?
Yeah,
Didn't get to talk to them yesterday.
Oh, okay.
They lost their phone privileges.
Uh-oh.
Again?
Well,
I just
no,
keep
this
adding it on
time,
toward the bottom,
like,
I ran out of place.
He didn't get to talk at all. Like before it was narrowed down to a few minutes, but someone, cause if one messes up, they all learn.
Sure.
Was that the same guy messing up all
That's
the
what I
time?
thought you were thinking.
I wouldn't think he could breathe after the last
Let's see, I was thinking, can I
Because
do two
usually
breakfasts?
they get kinda upset with those people.
Roger, I've seen you eat a plate of spaghetti, I'm pretty sure you can do 2 breakfasts.
That's the reason I brought it up,
We got,
because it's just a
we're
food
still
thing.
getting letters.
Yeah. When
Oh my God.
Roger, that's gonna be on your
You're on that big
plaque.
screen, Roger.
Thank you for
Roger,
your years of
you're on that big
service.
screen behind us.
Spaghetti look delicious.
Okay.
Oh, no, I feel bad, I guess.
Introduction to Zoom meeting.
We're driving down.
Can't make it up, Roger, you can't really.
Just
And I think you spilled some on your
Yeah.
shirt too.
Yeah.
Probably see what happens. Especially if I'd have known everybody was watching. For sure.
Yeah, you really would have been nervous.
At my appointment tomorrow.
Coming, alright.
Coming your way.
Thank you, everybody.
Hi, David. Yeah, I figured you did. I'll keep your. Yeah. I'm not going on the inside though. That seems dangerous. That one. Oh, thanks, Chris. Look at that. Teamwork.
One of these will be on each side.
No, I did date those other ones.
No! That's awesome. That's awesome.
I think that's gonna help for many phones. You're not gonna-
They just need it.
Keep the
Well, I have to
river
get
down
them
the
real
Great Hall.
That one right.
Keep the river down the Great Hall, blow all the water to the other end.
Right. We'll be around all weekend.
The floors really look good down there. Yeah, we walked, well, after that, I saw you there on Monday, but we,
One of the things I like to do is train new people in. We had a couple part-timers that have never done it before. Throw wax stones.